Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into Fleetwood Mac's legendary album, Rumors.
An album that's captivated millions and sold, what, over 40 million copies worldwide?
It's staggering, isn't it? A true cultural phenomenon.
Absolutely.
But to really grasp its impact, I think we need to go back to the band's roots.
Yeah, definitely.
Did you know that they actually started as a blues band?
Oh yeah, back in the 60s in England, their sound was completely different then.
A world away from the Fleetwood Mac we know and love.
Right. Raw, energetic blues, led by guitarist Peter Green.
It's amazing to see how they evolved.
It is, it is. And through it all, there was Mick Fleetwood on the drums and John McVie on bass. Those two were the constant.
Holding it all together.
Yeah, through lineup changes even. And there's this bizarre story about a fake Fleetwood Mac touring for a while.
A fake band. You're kidding.
Nope, it really happened. Shows you how unstable things were in those early days.
Wow.
But also, it shows just how dedicated Fleetwood and McVie were to keep going.
And then the 70s rolled around and everything changed.
That's when Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks joined the band, bringing a whole new California rock vibe with them.
A musical merger that changed their trajectory completely.
Oh, absolutely. Buckingham, incredibly talented guitarist and songwriter, he became a driving force really quickly.
And Nicks, with those mystical lyrics and her presence on stage, just added a whole other dimension.
Exactly, exactly. And their self-titled album in '75, that gave us a glimpse of the magic that was to come.
But behind the scenes, things were far from harmonious.
Yeah, that's when those tangled romantic relationships within the band start to unravel.
We're talking about Christine and John McVie's marriage falling apart.
Right.
And then you have Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham's relationship imploding during the recording of Rumors.
Talk about tension in the studio. Imagine trying to create music with your ex while still reeling from a breakup.
It's almost Shakespearean.
It is, it really is. But in a way, all that turmoil fueled the album's creation.
That raw emotion pouring into their songwriting.
Yeah, some of their most powerful, emotionally charged work came from that period.
So let's talk about the studio atmosphere a bit. We've all heard the stories about the cocaine, the creative clashes, Lindsey Buckingham's legendary temper.
It was the 70s, right? A time of excess, experimentation.
Right.
But Buckingham was also known for his perfectionism, and that combined with the pressure of recording such a pivotal album, plus all the emotional turmoil, things were bound to get heated.
There's even a story about him grabbing their producer, Ken Kailat, by the throat.
I've heard that one. Apparently, Kyle accidentally recorded over one of Buckingham's guitar solos.
Oh, no.
You can't deny Buckingham's intensity, that's for sure.
Wow.
But amidst all that chaos, they managed to tap into something extraordinary. And that's what we're here to unpack, really. How did this maelstrom of emotions and creative energy, how did it give birth to such an iconic album?
Before we dive into specific songs, can we talk a bit about the recording techniques they used on Rumors? I mean, they were pushing the boundaries at the time, weren't they?
Oh, absolutely. They were really pushing the limits of the recording technology available. Like, for example, the ethereal sound you hear in Christine McVie's Songbird.
Yeah.
They achieved that by recording her in this vast auditorium in Berkeley. Buckingham was playing guitar softly, way across the auditorium, feeding the tempo into McVie's headphones.
So even though they were physically distant, there was still this intimate connection.
Exactly. And they were incredibly meticulous about capturing every nuance.
It sounds like it.
Take The Chain, for instance. It's this powerful anthem, but it's actually built from these fragmented musical ideas they had.
Really?
Yeah. And then Nicks came in with those haunting opening lyrics, and suddenly the song found its soul.
That's incredible.
Oh, it really is.
It seems like every song on this album has a fascinating backstory.
They really do.
What about Silver Springs? I heard it almost didn't make it onto the album.
That's true.
Is that right?
It's Stevie Nicks' heartbreaking masterpiece, But it was initially considered too long for the album because of the limitations of vinyl at the time.
Can you imagine Rumors without Silver Springs?
It's hard to fathom, isn't it?
It is.
They had to cut it down from its original 8 minutes to fit it onto the record.
Right.
And the lyrics, they're so raw and honest, detailing her breakup with Lindsey Buckingham.
And then to add insult to injury, it was released as the B-side to Go Your Own Way, Buckingham's own bitter breakup anthem.
Oh, the irony.
That makes you wonder if there wasn't a little passive aggressiveness in that decision.
Perhaps. Perhaps. But let's talk about the music itself for a minute. Go Your Own Way, even with those brutal lyrics, it's just so catchy.
It is.
It's a classic example of channeling heartbreak into powerful art.
And then you have Dreams, Stevie Nicks' response. It's so ethereal, like she's taking the high road.
Yeah, acknowledging the pain but choosing peace over bitterness.
Their contrasting songwriting styles are really evident there, aren't they?
Absolutely. Buckingham's sharp edges versus Nick's more dreamlike introspection.
Nicks really found her voice on Rumors, both literally and figuratively.
She became an icon.
It's funny to think that initially she was considered the weak link because she
Yeah.
wasn't as proficient on an instrument as the others.
Right.
But her songwriting and stage presence proved to be invaluable.
It shows you the importance of recognizing the different talents within a band. Sometimes the most impactful contributions come from those unexpected places.
It's kind of like the story of the album itself.
Yeah.
All these broken pieces coming together to create something extraordinary.
And speaking of broken pieces, did you know that the master tapes for Rumors almost didn't survive?
Wait, what? They didn't almost lose the entire album, did they?
It was a close call. The tape heads were wearing down, causing the sound quality to deteriorate.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, they had a backup, but they still had to meticulously transfer all those recordings onto fresh tape, working tirelessly to save Rumors. They understood they were creating something special, something that would transcend all the drama and become a timeless classic.
It's incredible the lengths they went to, even with all the chaos in their personal lives.
It speaks to their commitment as artists, their belief in the music they were making.
And that dedication paid off. Rumors went on to sell over 40 million copies worldwide.
One of the defining albums of the 1970s.
It's a testament to the enduring power of their music. That blend of raw emotion, musical innovation, and just sheer perseverance.
It really is. And it's their ability to channel those personal experiences into something that's universally relatable.
I think that's why Rumors still resonates with listeners all these years later.
Yeah.
We've all experienced heartbreak, loss, those messy relationship dynamics.
Exactly. And to hear those emotions expressed so honestly with such musical brilliance, it makes you feel less alone.
Like Fleetwood Mac is giving us permission to feel our feelings.
Right.
No matter how messy or complicated.
Exactly. And to embrace that creative process as a way of healing, of transformation.
When I think about Rumors, I can't help but picture Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
That flowing shawl, the twirling, that mystical presence on stage.
She became a symbol of female empowerment, didn't she?
She really did. Owning her pain, her sexuality, her artistic vision. It was groundbreaking.
It was.
And she did it all on her own terms. Refusing to be boxed in by expectations.
Absolutely.
Which is inspiring.
Yeah.
For anyone, really.
It is.
To embrace your individuality, to pursue your passions, and do it fearlessly.
Yeah, absolutely. But going back to the band as a whole, despite the success of Rumors, the tension between them, it eventually led to their breakup in the early 80s.
I guess it's understandable, though, right? How long can you keep creating with people who are essentially your exes?
Especially when those relationships are so emotionally charged.
Right. But then, in 1997, something pretty magical happened. They reunited for that concert film, The Dance.
It was a huge event, a real cultural moment.
I remember watching it. It was electric to see them back together, performing those iconic songs with such raw emotion.
And Stevie Nicks, she really stole the show.
Oh, she did. Her rendition of Silver Springs, the song that was cut from the original album, it was just so powerful.
Talk about vindication.
It was like she was reclaiming her masterpiece.
Yeah.
Letting Lindsey Buckingham know, you might have broken my heart, but you couldn't silence my voice.
There's a real sense of triumph in her performance.
A woman who's weathered the storms and come out stronger on the other side.
And that resilience, you see it reflected in the music of Rumors, too, I think.
This album, it speaks to the complexities of love and loss and that creative process.
Yeah.
It's raw, it's honest, but it's ultimately hopeful.
A testament to the human spirit, our ability to overcome challenges and create something truly extraordinary.
And it's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful art comes from those difficult experiences.
Absolutely. They took all that pain, all that turmoil, and they turned it into something beautiful, something enduring.
So when we listen to Rumors today, it's not just about the music itself.
It's about hearing the stories behind the sounds.
The echoes of heartbreak, the whispers of resilience, the the triumphant roar of a band that refused to be broken.
It's a journey worth taking.
One that might even inspire us to find our own voices amidst life's challenges.
Because sometimes the most beautiful things are born from the ashes of our struggles.
It's fascinating when you think about it, how their personal turmoil and their artistic dedication were so intertwined.
Yeah, it really is. And what's remarkable is the way they navigated both those things at the same time. I mean, they were pushing the boundaries of recording technology while their personal lives were just imploding.
It's like they were living two separate lives.
Right.
One consumed by heartache and drama, and the other by this intense creative fire.
Yeah, and somehow they managed to channel both into Rumors. I think it speaks to the power of music to transcend those personal struggles and connect us all on a much deeper level.
And I think that's what makes the album so enduringly relatable.
Yeah.
We've all experienced those raw emotions.
Right.
The heartbreak, the loss, the complexities of relationships.
All there.
And when we hear those feelings expressed with such honesty and musical brilliance, it validates our own experiences.
Exactly.
It's like Fleetwood Mac is giving us permission to embrace those feelings, to acknowledge that life isn't always pretty.
Exactly right. It's a reminder that we're not alone in our struggles.
And that through creative expression we can find healing and transformation.
Rumors it's a testament to that. Yeah.
It's interesting how the album, born from such a tumultuous period, ultimately offers this sense of hope.
It does, doesn't it?
I mean, the music itself, despite the lyrical content, is often uplifting. And the fact that they were able to create something so beautiful amidst all that chaos, it's inspiring.
It really is.
It shows that even in the darkest of times, we can find that spark of creativity and resilience.
And that spark can ignite something extraordinary.
So what does this all mean for us as listeners?
I think it invites us to reflect on the power of music, to connect us, to heal us, to inspire us.
To remind us that we're not alone in those struggles.
And that even when we're facing adversity, we can still create something beautiful and meaningful.
Rumors it's a testament to that. The deep dive we've explored the making of Rumors, the personal dramas, the creative triumphs, and the lasting legacy of this iconic album.
We've covered a lot of ground.
But the true beauty of music lies in its subjectivity.
Oh, absolutely.
What speaks to one person might resonate differently with another. So the question for you is, what does Rumors mean to you? What emotions does it evoke? What memories does it stir? This deep dive, this has only scratched the surface. There are countless stories behind the music of Fleetwood Mac waiting to be discovered. So I encourage you to continue exploring, to listen deeply, and allow the music to guide you on your own personal journey. Because music has the power to unlock parts of ourselves that we never even knew existed. Maybe it's time to revisit Rumors with fresh ears, to hear those echoes of heartbreak and triumph in a new light. And to remember that even in the face of adversity, the human spirit can create something truly extraordinary. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Fleetwood Mac's Rumors.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep listening, and keep diving deep.